welcome to London Ascending, another scene in this vampire venue. Tonight we are closing in on a gym it's closed down for the public, or the normal public, and there is a person approaching this gym that just wants to check out the place, and it is Laura, who is currently dressed in. She looks more like a late teenager. Someone who she looks her age in her dress. Maybe someone who's going out for a jog or something. Training clothes, and she is heading for this gym, and she's going to stop around. And she has a bag with her, but she will just look and see if she can see if there is like a back door or someone outside or something.
There'd be a guy sitting smoking just outside the back entrance to the gym. The front is all kind of closed down, the shutters are down and everything. But yeah, around the back there's this guy, and as Laura approaches, he just goes, "You here to see Dana?"
Yes, thank you.
Cool. And he seems really laid back. He just opens the door and lets her in.
All right, Laura will proceed inside, and she'll have a look around.
When she gets in there, it's a fairly big gym. It's clearly set up for MMA and boxing and things. There's several big punch bags, like body bags, hanging up around the place, and there's a big ring kind of assembled in the middle. And at one of the punch bags near the far side of the room, Dana will be just going through various routines and kind of punching sequences and things. Every now and again, she kicks the bag. She's just working out on it.
All right, all right. Laura will just get in, and she'll begin to do some stretches, even though she doesn't really need to. But she'll just begin, and she'll just say, "Good evening."
Dana kind of starts as if she was completely into what she was doing, and she looks up and says, "Oh, hey, you come for a workout?"
That and hopefully some talking, if you're up for it.
Yeah, cool. You want to step in the ring?
Sure. And she will get into the ring. To be honest, I could use a couple of pointers. And she will wink to her and just say, for hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, I can do that. And she down on one of the corners of the ring, there'd be like a pair of pads, and she'd stick them on her hands and just kind of start holding them up and in various kind of punching routines and things. Just as they talk, she'd be holding them kind of in different angles and stuff.
And but Lara will begin to punch, and Dana will be able to see that, like, she's not a complete newbie. I mean, she can see that she can still, like, she still has something to do, but she's somewhat. I mean, she's not terribly strong, but she seems to know what she's doing. I mean, she can handle herself somewhat. But as they're punching them, Laura will just begin to say, "It's a very good place you have here."
Oh, thanks. Had it a while. There's some cool regulars. I like it. I'm comfortable here. All your Elysium stuff, that's not for me. This is where I'm at home.
Well, it's an acquired taste. Perhaps there's no one who's showed you the right way to go about it.
She kind of grin at her and say, "Well, if you think you can teach me some manners, I'll swap you. Manners from you, few fighting techniques from me. What do you say?
I'd like that. She winks at her. Who knows? We might teach each other more than that.
She gets a kind of playful smile on her face. Oh, really?
You
Exactly
never.
what is it you have in mind?
Well, I mean, if a Ventru and a Brugia can be this friendly with each other, they have to be able to teach each other more than just manners and fighting, right?
Well, I dare say we can. Yeah, why not? You seem all right.
Well, I have learned that uh, those who put too much stock, not necessarily in, well, how do you say it? Those who are too stuck up on their traditions, who cannot accept change and cannot look past it sometimes, they will be stuck there forever. If you truly want to be able to adapt, you have to change yourself. That's something we have a hard time with, have time doing, but this is something I really, really try to do constantly. Seek out whoever is around who seem different from myself and learn from them.
Well, hey, you're a lot more open-minded than a lot of your clan. I like it. I
And
mean,
she will just stop and she'll just say, well, don't, doesn't need to be public knowledge. But she kind of shrugs as she says, I intend to be a harpy, and a harpy needs to be on good terms with as many people as possible.
Dana would nod. Hey, my lips are sealed. Whatever happens in here, it stays in here. I'm not going to go gossiping in court or nothing. You don't need to worry about that.
Is that a promise that what will happen in here will stay in here?
She would nod sincerely. Yeah,
A very, very wicked smile forms on Laura's lips. Now you're just tempting me.
she would kind of drop the pads for a minute and stand there, like hands on hips, with like her head on one side and a big grin on her face. You certainly are a dark horse, mysterious one. It's not often I'm surprised by people.
Well, my age may betray this young woman, you see. I am still a young woman in many ways, but I have some I have some tastes that, well, are not normal. She will get very close to Dana and just, I hope you're not uncomfortable by that.
She would shrug and grin. No, there's not a lot makes me uncomfortable.
Mm.
And she's deliberately not moving away.
Right. There's one thing I need to see. And this might sound weird, but how about we change it up? Put away the pads and let's just see. And she looks as though she's standing there ready to get punched, more or less.
Dana would drop the pads, like chuck them back in the corner, and she'd kind of stand back. So, what is it you're after exactly?
Well, just a bit of teasing. Uh, just try and let me see what you've got.
And Dana would kind of take like close the distance between them again with a couple of kind of quite determined strides, and kind of grapple her. And she's not attempting to hurt her or anything like that. She's just, she Laura would be able to feel the strength that she has, but she's being kind of quite gentle, um, just rough in a playful way, if you get what I mean. Um,
Yeah, and Laura will fight back, and it will not be easy. Uh, and I mean, as she's grappling, yeah, it's quite apparent that it's not a big frame, but it's quite clear that with it's obviously not strength, but it's she seems very very hard, very sturdy in some way, and that would be something that Dana would notice.
And the more she notices that, the broader the smile would get on her face. She likes a challenge, and she would kind of attempt to grapple her down onto the canvas, and so that Laura's kind of down and she's like over her.
Do we roll? Fuck it. We'll just uh, after a while, since this girl Dana probably has a lot more potence than I think is healthy, or whatever you want to call it. Um, let's say it ends up that way, and after like a good 5 minutes, Laura will just lie there and just well done. Hope we can do this again sometime.
And Dana kind of playfully pins her hands up above her head and just kind of smiles down at her and says, "Yeah, anytime."
You're a wicked one, aren't you? I'm so defenseless, alone. She looks up at her.
Dana's kind of, she's not sure if she's reading this right, but she kind of, she smiles and kind of leans down so that just kind of, she stops like a couple of inches above Laura's face and says, "Well, tonight was full of surprises, huh?"
She's smiling very widely and just says, "Hmm, quite a few pleasant surprises, honestly."
And Dana would just go for it and kiss her.
She can tell that Laura is indeed going to return it.
And then, yeah, she'd kiss her kind of quite passionately and then kind of sit up and say, "Hey, what do you say we take this up to my place?"
That is a fantastic idea.
And she'd
And
jump up like really athletically and extend a hand to help Laura up.
oh, she takes it.
And yeah, Dana will lead the way upstairs. It's quite a big apartment. It kind of covers it. It's like a loft apartment above the gym, covers the whole area of the gym. It's all open plan, and it's pretty sparse. It's not like posh or anything. It, but it's all comfortable and worn. And yeah, she lead her up there, and she Dana almost looks like a little bit awkward. Like now she's got her here, she's not quite sure what she's going to do with her. And she'd kind of stop for a moment and go, "You want something to drink, or?"
Oh, I brought my own. She smiles, and she picks up a one of the like a coffee cup, like a not a like something you reuse can wash, and she just shakes it. I brought my own. Well, I have to. She smiles.
Dana would nod. "Yeah, of course. Yeah, I forget." Um,
No, that's quite all right.
and she would kind of, because it's open plan, the bed's just kind of over in one corner, and she'd kind of slouch over there and just sit on the edge of the bed and facing Laura and just grin at her and go, "So, what now?"
Mm. Laura just puts it down back into the bag again, and she's just, well, I've got quite an imagination. I'm quite creative. She smiles at her.
Dana's grin would get wider, and she'd just pat the bed next to her.
She doesn't sit down next to it. She kind of uh, facing her. She will crawl up on her lap essentially and wrap her legs, like beginning to wrap her legs around Dana. It's just so there's one problem. I'm not very good at listening to directions. I kind of sometimes like to take charge. She smiles to her.
There would be obvious surprise on Dana's face when she said that, but she would grin and shrug and just kind of like lie back on the bed as if saying, "Okay, I submit," kind of thing.
And Laura will smile at that. And the following will just be left to people's imagination,
Yes,
I think you could say.
probably for the best.
Yes, and yes, and we should probably maybe we should jump to the day afterwards or the night afterwards.
Hmm.
Instead
Okay.
of having it in two scenes, I will just do a and that means that time advances. And yes, we would have the day afterwards. I am not sure who would um, awaken first.
Uh, Probably Laura. Dana's a heavy sleeper.
Um, Laura will just have a look at the apartment. If there is any, what shall we say, substance available for her, she would yeah, she would just see if she could prepare like if there's blood or something for her when she awakes.
Yeah, in the fridge, there would be a bottle, um, and like on the counter, there's like clean glasses and things. Just
She'll put it on a tray and just make it somewhat nice. And she will. I'm guessing that it's probably a little messy in here.
yeah,
She will actually begin to clean up what she can. Just trash is just gonna go out. And she's gonna you know tidy up a little, not a lot, but a little. She will just and she will get in and she will take the coffee cup with her and she will just um, wait for her to begin to awaken.
yeah. Dana wakes up and kind of stretches, almost cat-like, and gives a huge kind of yawn, and it clearly takes her a few minutes to get her wits and wake up properly. And when she opens her eyes properly, she sees Laura and and smiles. Oh, I was hoping you'd still be here. And
I
it's
was
she kind of
about I was about to ask you if you really think that I would just be gone. I'm not
she
that kind of guy.
she glances around the apartment and goes, "Whoa, you've been busy. Thank
Well,
you. I'm not
she
really good at that kind of stuff, you know."
well, we all have to help each other out. And she will go out and bring in the tray with the bottle on, and just you know a little snack maybe.
Well, look at this. You can stick around. I could get used to this.
Well, I'm. She looks to Dana and just I It has been, I know how this must sound, but forgive me. It has been quite a while since I've had the pleasure of meeting a woman like you. Strong, not really caring what others think, not in any real way. Some see this as a slight, but in my time, such women would be driven out of time or killed, or worse. But in these times, it's taken me some time to, oh, 60s, 70s, 80s was, I could not believe what happened, but it seems to be a thing. People of this time recently has become so exhilarating, something that I had never have dreamed of. And I got to say, I was intrigued when I saw you, and I knew I had to learn more. And, well, that sentiment is not something I'll stop now. I do wish to learn more. She just smiles at her.
Dana gives a like a mischievous grin, and just she would have poured out a drink and kind of threw it back in one, like kind of took it like a shot, and she'll stick the cup down on the side and just kind of reach out and smooth Laura's hair, and just kind of touch her face and just go, well, I certainly didn't see this coming, but you know, I'm glad it has. You are certainly full of surprises.
I don't intend to stop, but I'm, I've been measured for so long, for decades, for centuries.
Well, with me, there's no need for that. You can you can
I
be
know.
whoever you want to be.
I once knew someone, it is a while ago, quite a while ago, but it showed me freedom. Freedom in a way I would never thought. Well, it changed my existing feelings. Now here, there's a person I find this even more exhilarating.
She kind of smile and look down at herself and go, so you like the rougher element, huh?
Quite a lot. Besides, well, with a lifetime, well, not a lifetime, but with a young life and 180 years of wanting something you cannot do, and then finally having the courage to do it, there is not there is not much point in holding back.
Hey, I don't think we should ever hold back. And with me in your corner, you're never going to have to.
Mm. Laura will just smile and just say, "Well, I can stay for a while. I hope that's you don't mind that."
No, hey, I'd have it no other way.
Yeah,
No,
well, at some point I have to get moving. I have some things to see to, but this was this was really, really great. Really, really great.
oh yeah, it
I
was. You come by, seriously, anytime.
huh, I still I still also ask him. I mean, I've found fighting not something I excel necessarily in, but something that gives me some focus. So,
Well, you come by, maybe tomorrow night, and she'd grin. You could see that she's hoping that the answer will be yes. And you know, maybe we can have a lesson. Then who knows?
Mm. I would appreciate that.
Hey,
I'll
it's a
make
date.
sure. I'll make sure to make time for it. And she smiles. And as the two will sit there and chit chat. Um, this scene will come to a close. Thank
Well
you very
said.
much for playing and watching. Good night.